Have you ever wondered how to deepen intimacy with your partner through simple yet powerful gestures? In this video, we're going to explore 6 intimate acts that can transform your sexual relationship, enhancing both physical pleasure and emotional connection. From the sensual touch of a finger on the lips to the intricate stimulation of sensitive areas, each act is designed to bring you closer and create a more fulfilling, intimate experience. You'll discover the secrets behind these gestures, learn how to execute them with care and attentiveness, and understand the profound impact they can have on your relationship. By watching until the end, you'll gain valuable insights into your partner's desires and how to respond to them, making your intimate moments more meaningful and satisfying. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend doing so and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. Before we begin, I'd appreciate it if you liked the video to help me continue spreading the message. If you enjoy the topic of this video, please comment 1. If not, comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better content for you. Now, let's begin. Number 1. Placing a finger in a woman's mouth. When a man gently places his finger in a woman's mouth, it can be a profoundly intimate gesture that carries deep emotional and physical significance. This act transcends mere physical contact, entering the realm of symbolic connection and unity. It embodies deep trust, vulnerability, and mutual respect. By allowing herself to be in such a receptive state, the woman demonstrates an implicit trust in her partner, opening up emotionally and physically. This willingness to be vulnerable is a powerful expression of intimacy, signaling a deep bond between the partners. The moment the man's finger touches her lips, it can trigger a powerful sensory response, setting off a cascade of sensations that heighten the overall experience. This initial contact is not just a touch. It is a profound moment that can elicit an array of emotions and sensations. The lips are among the most sensitive parts of the body, rich with nerve endings that respond to even the slightest touch. The soft, tactile sensation of her lips against his skin creates an immediate and intimate connection, evoking feelings of closeness and tenderness. It is a moment that bridges the gap between physical and emotional intimacy, fostering a deeper connection. This physical touch can induce a semi-unconscious state of heightened arousal and anticipation in the woman. The gentle pressure and movement of the man's finger against her lips stimulate these sensitive nerve endings, sending signals to the brain that can be both soothing and exhilarating. This combination of physical pleasure and emotional thrill creates a unique sensory experience that enhances the feeling of intimacy. The anticipation of what might come next can amplify these feelings, making the experience even more intense. As the woman starts to suck on the man's finger, the rhythmic motion and intimate connection can quickly increase her excitement and desire. This seemingly simple act engages multiple senses, creating a feedback loop of pleasure and arousal. The rhythmic motion of her mouth, combined with the taste and texture of the man's finger, can lead to a deeply erotic experience that intensifies her feelings of desire. This act can stimulate both partners, creating a shared experience of pleasure and connection. Moreover, this gesture can create a profound bond between the man and the woman, elevating their level of intimacy and trust. It is not just a physical gesture, but a symbolic act of connection and unity, where both partners share a moment of vulnerability and closeness. This simple yet deeply intimate act can serve as a powerful reminder of their emotional and physical connection, strengthening their bond and enhancing their overall intimacy. The symbolic nature of this gesture cannot be understated. It represents a form of mutual surrender, where both partners let down their guards and embrace the intimacy of the moment. This shared vulnerability fosters a deeper sense of trust and connection, reinforcing the emotional ties that bind them together. The act becomes a private language of intimacy, a way for them to communicate their feelings and desires without words. Furthermore, this gesture can have lasting effects on their relationship. It can become a cherished memory, a moment they can recall to reignite their connection during times of distance or stress. The trust and intimacy built through such gestures can serve as a foundation for their relationship, helping them navigate challenges with a stronger bond. In conclusion, placing a finger in a woman's mouth, while seemingly simple, is a deeply intimate and significant gesture. It embodies trust, vulnerability, and connection, creating a powerful sensory and emotional experience that can enhance the bond between partners. This gesture serves as a reminder of their shared intimacy, fostering a deeper connection that transcends the physical and touches the very essence of their relationship. Number 2. Inserting a finger in a woman's vagina. When a man gently and thoughtfully inserts his finger into a woman's vagina, it can be a profoundly intimate and pleasurable experience for both partners. This act signifies a deep level of trust and physical connection, as the woman allows her partner to explore one of the most sensitive and private parts of her body. The sensation of a finger inside her can stimulate numerous nerve endings, providing a pleasurable and arousing experience that resonates through her entire being. A woman often desires that her partner continues this intimate act, as the rhythmic and careful movement of his finger can elicit waves of pleasure throughout her body. The gentle or firm pressure, depending on her preference, can stimulate the G-spot and other sensitive areas, heightening her arousal and deepening the physical connection between them. The man's attentive and mindful approach to her responses can make the experience even more enjoyable and comfortable, as he adjusts his touch to match her needs and desires. This careful stimulation can lead to increased lubrication, enhancing the sensation and preparing her body for further intimacy. The physical and emotional connection fostered by this act deepens the bond between the partners, creating an experience that is both pleasurable and intimate. The act of a man inserting his finger into a woman's vagina can be a prelude to more intense sexual activities. It allows the woman to become fully aroused, preparing her body for further intimate encounters. The physical pleasure derived from this act can be accompanied by emotional intimacy, as the woman feels cherished and desired by her partner. This combination of physical and emotional pleasure deepens the bond between them, creating a more satisfying and fulfilling relationship. Finger insertion can serve as a way for partners to explore each other's bodies and discover what brings the most pleasure, fostering a deeper understanding and connection. Women often appreciate men who take the time to explore their bodies and understand their desires. By inserting his finger into her vagina and paying close attention to her responses, a man can learn what brings her the most pleasure. This exploration and attentiveness can make her feel valued and respected, enhancing her overall sexual experience. The anticipation and build-up of pleasure during this act can be incredibly exciting, leading the woman to crave more intimate interactions with her partner. Careful and deliberate stimulation helps the woman relax, making the experience more enjoyable and satisfying. For many women, the ultimate desire during this act is to be fully aroused, then transition to intercourse. The gradual build-up of arousal through finger stimulation can make the subsequent act of sex even more intense and pleasurable. Feeling thoroughly prepared can lead to more satisfying and enjoyable sexual encounters. The man's attention to her needs and desires fosters a deeper sense of connection, enhancing the overall experience. Moreover, this intimate act can strengthen the emotional connection between partners. The trust and vulnerability involved in allowing a partner to explore such a private area can deepen the emotional bond, increasing mutual respect and affection. This shared experience of pleasure and connection enhances the overall quality of the relationship, making both partners feel more connected and in tune with each other's desires and needs. The act of finger insertion also serves as a way for partners to communicate their desires and preferences, fostering a deeper understanding and connection. In conclusion, inserting a finger into a woman's vagina is a deeply intimate and pleasurable experience that can significantly enhance both the physical and emotional connection between partners. It signifies trust, vulnerability, and a deep understanding of each other's bodies and desires. This act can serve as a prelude to more intense sexual activities, helping to fully arouse the woman and prepare her for intercourse. By taking the time to explore and stimulate her, a man can create a more satisfying and fulfilling sexual experience for both partners, strengthening their bond and deepening their relationship. The intimacy and connection fostered through this act can elevate the overall quality of the relationship, leaving both partners more attuned to each other's desires and needs. Number 3. Inserting a finger in the back area of a woman's vagina. When a man gently inserts his finger into the back area of a woman's vagina, it can evoke a profound sense of relaxation and intimacy. This specific touch stimulates deeply sensitive areas, contributing to a heightened sense of pleasure and connection. The back area of the vagina, often referred to as the posterior fornix, is rich in nerve endings and can respond intensely to gentle stimulation. As the man's finger explores this intimate region, the woman may find her body naturally relaxing and opening up. This relaxation can be both physical and emotional, allowing her to feel more at ease and connected with her partner. The act of holding the man's penis in her hand during this intimate moment can further enhance her sense of control and pleasure. This tactile connection reinforces the bond between them, creating a mutual exchange of desire and affection. The stimulation of the back area of the vagina can be incredibly arousing, prompting the woman to respond instinctively. In this heightened state of arousal, she may quickly undress, signaling her readiness and eagerness for more intimate contact. By positioning herself in a way that invites deeper penetration, such as lying on her back or assuming a more inviting posture, she communicates her desire for more intense stimulation. At this moment, the woman's desire for her partner becomes palpable. She craves the deep connection and physical pleasure that comes with penetration. The urgency of her movements and the intensity of her desire reflect her heightened state of arousal, driven by the stimulation of the sensitive areas within her vagina. When the man responds to her cues and enters her, moving rhythmically, it can create an intensely pleasurable experience for both partners. The deep penetration stimulates both the anterior and posterior areas of the vagina, providing a comprehensive and deeply satisfying sensation. This intimate act not only fulfills her physical desires, but also strengthens the emotional bond between them, as they share a moment of profound connection and mutual pleasure. The act of inserting a finger into the back area of the vagina and the subsequent intimate interactions can significantly enhance their overall sexual experience. It allows for the exploration of deeply sensitive areas, fostering a deeper understanding of each other's bodies and desires. This intimate exploration leads to more satisfying and fulfilling sexual encounters, as both partners learn to communicate and respond to each other's needs more effectively. In conclusion, inserting a finger in the back area of a woman's vagina can be a deeply intimate and pleasurable experience that enhances the physical and emotional connection between partners. This act signifies a profound level of trust and understanding, as the woman allows her partner to explore a highly sensitive and private area of her body. The resulting relaxation and arousal can lead to a more intense and satisfying sexual encounter, fulfilling the desires of both partners and strengthening their bond. By taking the time to explore and understand each other's bodies in this way, partners can create a more fulfilling and intimate relationship marked by mutual pleasure and deep emotional connection. Number 4. Sensually and gently placing a finger in a woman's mouth. A woman offers her body freely to a man who knows how to sensually and gently place his finger in her mouth. This intimate act is both powerful and evocative, as the moment the man's finger touches her lips, it triggers a sensory response that can lead to heightened arousal. The soft, gentle touch, combined with the act of sucking on his finger, can induce a state of deep relaxation and intense arousal in the woman. The initial touch of the man's finger on her lips is delicate, almost like a whisper, creating an immediate and intimate connection. This simple gesture can evoke a cascade of sensations, stimulating sensitive nerve endings in her lips and mouth. A woman's lips, being one of the most sensitive parts of her body, respond to the gentle pressure and movement of the man's finger, heightening her senses and drawing her into a state of deep relaxation and arousal. This seemingly simple act can build trust and enhance the emotional connection between partners, as it requires a level of vulnerability and openness that deepens their bond. When a woman starts sucking on the man's finger, it can mimic the sensations of oral sex, further increasing her excitement and preparing her for more intimate activities. The act of sucking is inherently rhythmic and soothing, creating a feedback loop of pleasure and anticipation. In this context, the man's finger becomes a conduit for erotic sensation. The rhythmic motion of her sucking, combined with the tactile experience of his finger in her mouth, amplifies her arousal. The key is for the man to be gentle and mindful of her reactions, ensuring that the experience is pleasurable and not overwhelming. This intimate act can serve as a prelude to more intimate moments, creating a deep sense of anticipation and desire. The anticipation built through this sensual interaction can heighten the overall sexual experience, making subsequent activities more intense and fulfilling. As the woman becomes more aroused, her body naturally prepares for further intimacy, increasing lubrication and heightening sensitivity. The act of placing a finger in her mouth and the subsequent sucking can also serve as a profound way to communicate desire and affection without words. This nonverbal communication enhances the emotional connection between partners, fostering a sense of closeness and mutual understanding. The man's attentiveness to her responses and his ability to adjust his touch to suit her needs can make her feel cherished and respected, further enhancing the intimacy of the moment. In conclusion, the act of sensually and gently placing a finger in a woman's mouth is a powerful and intimate gesture that can significantly enhance the physical and emotional connection between partners. It signifies trust, vulnerability, and a deep understanding of each other's bodies and desires. This simple yet effective act can build trust and deepen the emotional connection between partners, preparing them for more intimate moments and strengthening their overall relationship. By taking the time to explore and respond to each other's needs in this way, partners can create a more satisfying and fulfilling intimate experience marked by mutual pleasure and deep emotional connection. Number 5. The art of finger stimulation in a woman's vagina. A woman's vagina is an incredibly sensitive and intricate area, rich with nerve endings, making it a primary zone for sexual stimulation. When a man inserts his finger into a woman's vagina, it has the potential to provide immense pleasure if done correctly. The key to achieving this pleasure is to be gentle, slow, and attentive to her reactions, ensuring that every movement is both considerate and responsive to her needs. A woman often desires her partner to keep his finger moving inside her vagina, exploring different areas and varying the pressure and speed. This exploratory approach helps in gradually building her arousal, as each subtle change in movement can stimulate different parts of her vagina. The gentle and rhythmic motion of his finger, combined with varying pressure and speed, can stimulate her G-spot and other highly sensitive areas, heightening her pleasure and leading to a more intense and satisfying climax. A woman deeply appreciates a man who takes the time to thoroughly understand her body and stimulate her before proceeding to intercourse. By inserting his finger, the man has the opportunity to explore her unique responses, discovering what brings her the most pleasure. This act of attentive exploration not only enhances her physical pleasure, but also demonstrates that the man cares about her needs and desires, fostering a stronger emotional bond between them. The act of finger stimulation serves as an intimate prelude to deeper sexual activities, ensuring that the woman is fully aroused and ready for intercourse. This gradual build-up of arousal is crucial, as it prepares her body for more intense physical interaction, increasing lubrication and sensitivity. By thoroughly stimulating her, the man ensures that she is eager and excited for the next steps, enhancing the overall sexual experience for both partners. Furthermore, this intimate act is not just about physical pleasure, it is also about creating a deep emotional connection. The man's attentiveness to her reactions and his willingness to take the time to explore her body shows that he values her pleasure and is invested in their mutual satisfaction. This care and consideration can strengthen their emotional bond, making the sexual experience more fulfilling and meaningful. In conclusion, the act of inserting a finger into a woman's vagina, when done with gentleness and attentiveness, can provide immense pleasure and significantly enhance the physical and emotional connection between partners. By exploring her G-spot and other sensitive areas, varying the pressure and speed, and being mindful of her responses, a man can build her arousal gradually and lead her to a more intense and satisfying climax. This intimate act not only prepares her for intercourse, but also shows that he cares about her needs and desires, strengthening the emotional bond between them and ensuring a more fulfilling and intimate relationship. Number 6. The sensitivity of the posterior fornix. The back area of a woman's vagina, also known as the posterior fornix, can be exceptionally sensitive and a source of profound pleasure for some women. By carefully inserting a finger into this area, a man can stimulate nerves that are not typically reached during regular intercourse. This specialized stimulation can help loosen her body, significantly increasing her arousal and making it a valuable technique for enhancing intimacy and sexual pleasure. When a man stimulates the posterior fornix, it can evoke deep, intense pleasure that resonates throughout the woman's body. The nerves in this area are highly responsive, and gentle, attentive stimulation can lead to a heightened state of arousal and relaxation. This act not only provides physical pleasure, but also fosters a sense of connection and trust between partners, as the woman feels cared for and understood. During this intimate act, a woman may instinctively hold the man's penis in her hand, signaling her readiness for deeper penetration. This gesture is both a sign of her arousal and her desire for a more intense connection. The tactile sensation of holding his penis can further increase her anticipation and excitement, preparing her body for the next stage of intimacy. The stimulation of the back area of her vagina can serve as a precursor to more intense sexual activity. As her arousal builds, she might feel a strong urge to remove her clothes quickly and position herself in a way that facilitates deeper penetration. This natural response underscores her readiness and eagerness for more intimate contact, creating a dynamic and passionate atmosphere. Once positioned, This act allows the man to insert his penis into her vagina and move in and out rapidly. This deep penetration, combined with the stimulation of the posterior fornix, can provide both partners with intense pleasure. The rhythmic motion and deep connection can lead to powerful sensations and a heightened sexual experience. This intimate exploration of the posterior fornix not only enhances physical pleasure, but also strengthens the emotional bond between partners. The act of discovering and stimulating such a sensitive area requires communication, trust, and a deep understanding of each other's bodies. This mutual exploration can deepen the connection between partners, making their sexual relationship more fulfilling and intimate. In conclusion, the act of stimulating the posterior fornix by inserting a finger into the back area of a woman's vagina can be a highly pleasurable and intimate experience. This specialized stimulation reaches nerves that are not typically engaged during regular intercourse, providing deep, intense pleasure and increasing arousal. By responding to her signals and enhancing her pleasure in this way, a man can create a more intimate and satisfying sexual experience, strengthening the bond between partners and fostering a deeper emotional connection. This act serves as a powerful precursor to deeper penetration and more intense sexual activity, ensuring that both partners experience profound pleasure and a strengthened connection. Stoicism encourages individuals to approach sex and beauty with moderation, self-discipline, and a focus on inner virtue rather than external desires. By practicing self-control and cultivating virtuous qualities, the Stoics believe individuals can attain a deeper sense of fulfillment and contentment in their lives. On deepening physical and emotional connections between partners, each of these gestures, from placing a finger in a woman's mouth to stimulating the sensitive areas of her vagina, highlights the importance of trust, understanding, and attentiveness in creating a fulfilling sexual relationship. We hope you found these insights valuable and that they encourage you to approach intimacy with greater care and mindfulness. We would love to hear from you. What have you learned so far from this video? Please comment below with one thing you have learned and will bring into practice in your life. If you like this video, please leave your comment below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Your engagement and feedback help us continue to provide informative and helpful content. Thank you for being a part of our community, and we look forward to hearing your thoughts.